pussy. Why? Cause I been that bitch.
Hey guys, welcome back to the clap back.
It's your girl Camille
and Carmen,
and we're back at it again with another freaking episode.
Video, audio episode.
Oh, I forgot to close the door. I did something.
Well,
it's okay.
We're gonna just be loud. This gonna be a quick little show, you know. It's a different day, as you can tell by the background. Like, it's daytime, and we don't record at daytime.
No, we don't.
Especially not with what we did. Oh, we fell back, so it's dark. It's super dark. So yeah, you know, the traffic just bad. So
yeah, so we here on a Sunday or whatever,
the Sabbath day.
Oh, excuse me. So, we gotta check in. I'm over here
checking in.
Right.
One of the videos you said that I was screaming. Okay, sorry.
Yes, girl. So, how was your week?
Gosh, do I remember it? Oh, it was good. I had my fire training because now I'm like the fire girl for the floor. Well, like for my office. So, basically I got to step the F up when the fire alarm go off. And I got to corral everybody. And I got to keep count. And I got to make sure people can get down the steps. And I got to make sure, you know, nobody died. Like, it's some big responsibility, baby. I had to meet with the firefighter and everything. I got myself a little vest, okay? Why the fire alarm went off the next day and I was mad at it?
They was testing you.
No, literally, the office manager, she usually is like, she handles everything. So she was gone for lunch. It was a normal day. I wear my headphones at work, my Beats, because with my piercing, like trying to help the healing process, I stopped wearing my AirPods because they were affecting my healing process. So, yeah, I wear Beats now at work. And, you know, Beats are loud, but I can still hear what's going on. Especially a freaking fire alarm. So the alarm was going off. And I'm like, wow, this is not a good time. So I was taking my headphones off. And I was pausing my video. And I was trying to get in the drawer to get the little vest. And then my homegirl behind me, she's like, Carmen, it's time to step up. It's time to, you know, handle business. I said, girl, I'm so sorry. I'm discombobulated. Please just exit the building. But turns out it was like a drill, like super fake. It cut off soon. So when it cut off, I ain't even gonna investigate. Like, my mom was like, did you at least go try to figure out what cut it off? I said, no, I went to lunch. I didn't want it to go off again and I was there. I wanted to hide. Girl. So that was that. But luckily, like, I think somebody just was like burning something or, you know, it wasn't nothing major.
I was not expecting you to say, like, you were going to be the person in charge of the fire.
Well, I wasn't supposed to. It was another girl for our sector because we had 3 people for our floor, including myself. And so it was supposed to be this other girl who's like seasoned. She's been there for years or whatever. And she is very much peppy, bubbly, all over the place. Like, very much ADHD mind. I think she's a Gemini. But anywho, because her birthday's in the summertime. So I think she was either a Cancer or a Gemini. But I'm giving her Gemini because she's way more out of the blue than me. Like, her mind be like all over the place. And you know how Geminis be. So, yeah, it was her. But I guess she got an injury with her back in the gym or something. So, yeah, my homegirl, she was like, I think she slipped in the bathroom at the gym or something. And I was just like... Or maybe she lifted something wrong. Like, that's what I was telling her. I was like, maybe she lifted something wrong. I don't know. I don't talk to the girl. That's your homegirl, so you should know. But, yeah, so she hurt her back. So she had to basically not be able to do it. Because I guess it could get strenuous. I guess I got to do certain things. I don't know. So.
You should know what's in your description. Man.
Well, I mean, maybe if I got to, like, get a fire extinguisher.
They picked the wrong person.
I'm like, what? Girl, because guess what I'm going to do? I already told my parents, too. I said, look, when that thing go off, I'm going to say, all right, white MFs, all eyes on me. Get the F out. I'm going to be giving real Players Clubs vibes. Yeah.
Anywho.
Yeah, anyway, so that was that. So basically, it was somebody else, but then it became me because they asked, can somebody else do it? And an hour went by, but I was on my lunch break. So like an hour went by and I came back and the other people in my area who were very much in the email and did not go to lunch and were sitting there with their emails open, never responded. So I was just like, if nobody else signed up for it, if I'm not too late, I'll do it. So that's how I became the person, because nobody else could step up.
The way you said it, though, I thought you were about to be like blowing fire. Or that's why when you said I was training to be the fire girl, I'm like, what is that?
Excuse me, not like that.
I thought you were gonna be dancing with fire.
I know. I work at a circus.
I know, but I did not expect you to be the person in charge of the
Really think I work at a circus, y'all. She want me to be the bearded lady.
No.
Anyway, but yeah, so that was my week basically. Nothing else happened, I don't think. Just been going to the gym. Oh, I hung out with my parents. They were happy. My dad was so surprised. We've been talking about it like crazy.
Really?
So I'm like, wow, I'll see him again today at the gender reveal. That's why I'm in pink. Team girl. Anyway, how was your week, girl?
I can't even remember my week. Like, I think it was good. I really can't.
It be like that.
Oh, I was late to work the first day.
I forgot. Okay.
Yeah. So my stupid phone was acting crazy Sunday night. I got off the phone. It was a whole lot to explain. And I, wound up going to sleep and then thinking, you know what? The phone's just going to sleep it off. By the time it's time for me to get ready, it's going to be cool. I wake up at like 4 o'clock in the morning and the phone is still like frozen, not working. So I ended up like trying to get on a chat with one of the Apple advisors, and they basically told me to do something that I already tried to do that didn't work, and that's all they had for me. So then the guy was asking me like, did I want them to send me something basically where I could put my phone in to get sent to go get fixed or whatever. I was like, no. So then I ended up logging off, and then somehow I fixed my phone. And then by the time I finished that, by the time I finished that and then went back to sleep, it was time for me to get up, and I didn't feel like getting up. So yeah, I was only like 10 minutes late for work that day. Then the next day my alarm did not go off, so I was like 40 minutes late to work.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I got to work at like 7:30. I'm supposed to be there at 6:50. So that was that. My boss was like, you didn't get rid of that raggedy phone. I said, girl, I know.
You gonna pay for it?
Okay.
That's how I feel.
Colin, if you're listening, I need a new phone.
Right now. Cash at me right now. What's not clicking?
Because I've been told you like 2 months ago I need a new phone, and I still have no new phone.
I did just edit that video and I inserted the clips. And yeah, the phone has been a mess.
So yeah, I was late to work. The rest of the week was, I don't even know. Like, I didn't really have anything to do at work since I caught up on all my work. So I was just basically at work bored. And then Thursday I was doing my classwork or whatever there. And I had a presentation, which went horrible, but
no, it didn't.
It's okay. I ended up getting an 86, so that's cool.
So see, it didn't go horrible.
Yes, it did.
What were your critiques?
We still haven't gotten them yet. She said she's gonna give it to us.
You get the grade, but not the critiques?
Right. I was like, that's so stupid. She gonna give it to us this Thursday after the last group presents. But yeah, she put the grade in, and we don't even know like if we diagnosed the person correctly or not. So we'll see on Thursday. Yeah. But other than that,
how rude girl been?
Oh my gosh. Update, honey.
Update at 8.
Literally. Well, not literally today, but so
oh yeah.
Homegirl. Okay, so they both have dreads. So New Girl has dreads and Rude Girl has dreads. So New Girl got her hair done over the weekend. So she came back with her, hair all cute. I'll show you the pictures. Her hair was all cute and stuff like that. So now all of a sudden, Rude Girl gonna walk up to her, telling her like her hair is cute, asking her where she get it done at, and all this crap like that. And then my homegirl, New Girl, was like, thank you. Then she told her where she got it done at. Like she gave the girl the Instagram page or whatever. She's like, this girl on Instagram does it or whatever. And it's crazy because my boss was like, it's so funny how you got your hair done, and she was all up in your face. And then she was like, yeah, I just was like, okay, and gave her the Instagram and, you know, kept it pushing. But we ended up going out to eat on Wednesday. I was doing my online class at the restaurant.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, honey, doing my online class at the restaurant. And homegirl, so she waits, rude girl waits till like 12 o'clock on the dot to clock out for lunch, even though sometimes we may finish cleaning and seeing patients or whatever early, like at 11:15. She'll be sitting back there doing nothing, and she'll wait till 12 o'clock to clock out. So I think that day we finished at like maybe 11:30, 11:45 or whatever. And my boss was upset. Well, she wasn't upset, but she was like, oh, I want to go out to eat, but Brittany has her online class. I said, it's cool, I'll just turn my camera off and, you know, do the class at the restaurant. So she was like, okay. And then I said, does a new girl want to come with us? And she said, well, she said she brought her lunch. I said, well, still ask her, because she had brought a taco for lunch. So I was like, maybe she want to go to Mexican with us. So
why you do that?
I'm gonna tell you in a minute.
Okay.
So then new girl said, yeah, I'll come with or whatever. So then I said, well, let me go ask my homegirl in the back, like, do she want to come? Not rude girl, but my homegirl Kate.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, we going to Mexican for lunch, you want to come? And she was like, who all going? I told her. She was like, I guess I'll come. So then, yeah, because she had brought her lunch, so she was like, I guess I'll come. And I brought my lunch, but I didn't want it. It wasn't gonna be it wasn't bad, but anywho, so she was like, yeah, I guess I'll come. So everybody, my boss is like, all right, y'all, let's, you know, go over there. And we walk, since it's across the street, literally right across the street. So everybody was getting their stuff so we could go, and rude girl standing there watching all of us gather our stuff, literally watching all of us gather our stuff to go. And then my boss is like, my boss had been asked me, like, when I asked everybody else if they want to go, she was like, you not gonna invite your friend? I said, no, I don't want to eat with her.
WTF, that's not my friend.
Okay, I said, I don't want to eat with her. And then she started laughing. So then when we packing up our stuff to go or whatever, everybody started whispering. My boss is like, y'all really not gonna ask that girl she wanna
No, get in the car.
Literally, get the stepping. I was like, I'm not asking her anything. I don't want to eat with her. And then my homegirl was like, you can ask her, but I'm not. And then my boss was like, man. So then we ended up washing our hands and walking out the door.
Nice.
Nobody asked her anything. So then when we walking out the door, my boss talking about why y'all ain't asked that?
Oh my gosh.
I was like,
she's giving me a headache.
I was like, nobody wants to eat with her. Like,
she don't want to be friends with her.
She don't, because she was like, she too sometimey for me.
So why
like,
she keep saying?
I guess because she saw everybody else walk. I guess because the girl saw everybody walking out, she was like, well, let's just ask her. Like, it won't hurt to ask. But I'm like, but what if she say yes? I don't want to eat with her.
That'll teach her she need to fix her attitude, because nobody in the office likes her. Okay. And that's why you're sitting there eating a chopped sandwich.
Not even that. Probably a salad, because she trying to get lipo or whatever. Hear about this thing, lipo.
Oh my gosh.
So what ended up happening? Yeah, so the new girl, we ended up walking over without her because we didn't know where she was, and she was taking forever. And she said she was coming. So then she said, the new girl told us when she was coming back to leave, the girl was like standing right there still, like waiting. And then she ran into her and was like, oh, I forgot my mask. And then she went and got her mask. And then she was like, and then kept walking and came and met us. I was like,
oh my God.
Don't nobody want to eat with her? And then when we were outside waiting for her or whatever, so when we were sitting out there waiting for her to walk over or whatever, my boss was like, no, not my boss. My homegirl was asking my boss, like, has the new girl said anything about rude girl? And she was like, yeah. She said, all she said is like, she real funny acting or whatever. And she was like, oh, okay. And then I was like, I mean, if you didn't have a bad attitude, then other people would want to be around you. So exactly. It is what it is at this point. Like, nobody cares. So I think when we finally sat down, my homegirl had asked the new girl, like, how she feel about her. But I really can't remember what was said. because I was like, one ear I'm listening to class, the other ear I'm listening to conversation. So
yeah.
it was just a lot. But yeah, I'm sorry to drag that story on again. But that was the update. She was very much in her face this week.
So what was the tea about the taco?
Oh, when we were walking up, there was roaches outside on the ground dead. And then
wait, that was back at that spot. I done told Brittany that Marcus and I went to this Mexican restaurant and there was a huge, enormous roach running the town. It wasn't even scurrying trying to get to safety. It was like, y'all are visitors into my home. And I told Brittany, and she said, okay, noted, yuck. I think the next week they was there eating it. And then now she's sitting there saying they was there. And then the bugs was there. And they had a whole family.
Girl, it was outside.
The door just right there. They getting some air.
Girl,
they about to go right back out. It was hanging out on their porch.
When we saw the roaches, I thought about you.
I'm sure, because I told you.
My boss is like, I hope it's no roaches inside.
Look by that fireplace.
Or in
yes,
the
there are.
I was like, oh, let me
look by that fireplace. That's where they hang out.
Girl, honey child. I said, oh.
Marcus and I saw that roach. I said, we ain't coming here no more, okay? He said, all right.
My bad. We keep going there.
Keep going. They like roach seasoning.
It's literally right across the street.
They like roach seasoning.
Whatever.
A little dash of little leg hair.
Whatever.
Anywho, so that was our check-in. Now let's whatever this is, into the topic for today. I was about to say this evening. For today. And basically, there's been this little trend going on this week. I don't want to say it's a trend.
Yeah,
well, we've just been noticing in the news and stuff a lot of child negligence or just different types of parenting skills, a little off the wall, not your traditional parenting skills.
So I guess I'll start with the little boy that was quote unquote abducted. And I'm gonna say quote unquote because that story is just not sitting right with me. And it's crazy because I was watching my friend's story yesterday and she was basically saying the same thing that I was saying. So I can't remember what day it was. It was sometime this week. By the time you guys are going to get this episode, it's gonna be way overdue. But we'll say it was like the 12th or the 13th of November.
Yeah.
No, because today's the 14th. So it was like
the 10th, 11th.
Yeah, 10th or 11th of
that
November.
Time frame. The 10th to the 12th. Wait, what?
The 10th
whatever.
to the
whatever this
13th,
week was.
whatever. Yeah. So
what a calendar. 12.
Oh,
okay, so
the
8th to the 12th.
Oh wow. I definitely thought Monday was the 10th.
Me too.
That's crazy.
It was all Wednesday.
Right. That's crazy.
That's when I got your episode.
Period. Tune in, YouTube and all streaming platforms.
Yeah.
But anywho, so yeah, like week of the 8th, towards the beginning of the week, we all got this Amber Alert that a gray Ford Explorer was missing or whatever, child missing or whatever. So we get that at like 4:00 in the morning, and I'm not noticing like. I didn't see a story yet. So I just knew that the child was missing, but I didn't see a story. But then I get on Instagram and I see like everybody posting this little boy. And I'm like, okay. And then on one of the posts that I saw, it had in the description box, gray Ford Explorer, whatever. And I was like, okay, so this is what I got the Amber Alert about. So I get home later on that day. I'm talking to my mom and then the news start going and I see the story. And it's basically like, this mom went grocery shopping at like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning. And she's unloading groceries from her car with the car still running or the keys
were in the cup holder.
Right, next to it.
With the little baby in the back.
With the baby in the back. How the heck are you grocery shopping at 12 o'clock in the morning?
Because Walmart isn't open anymore till overnight. And neither is Kroger.
Open? Nothing is open.
Well, Walmart used to be, remember? But now it's not. Yeah, now with COVID hours,
nothing
it's
is
funny
open
to me.
24 hours
I'm sorry.
anymore.
It's just funny to me because last night I went to Waffle House and we couldn't dine in. Like, we had to wait in our cars. It's just funny to me how, like, we be having COVID hours and COVID precautions and no dining, but nobody be in no baths. But just vibes. Anyway,
Literally.
it's just funny to me.
It's just vibes everywhere.
It's just hilarious. But yeah, so nowhere is open. So where you coming from at 1 a.m. with you got to take bags in?
Right. So I'm like, suspicious. Then you don't take your child out the car first. You take the groceries out and then your child. Like, that's just so strange to me. Like, I'm gonna take my child out, put him in the house, and then proceed to get the groceries.
So now let me give you guys what I found out. So Brittany told me about it, and I was like, let me go read into the story because I don't know. I saw a lot of people posting this baby, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like, why is there a baby missing? Like, it was just crazy. Like, I just see this boy all over the place. I'm thinking it's somebody we know, baby.
Blaze.
Yeah, I love that name.
Yeah, it was cute.
So, yeah, the baby is missing. So I started reading up on the story while I was at work. And I'm like Brittany and the other person, like, this is just weird. And just disclaimer, like, we're not blaming anybody. We're not judging. We're not going to put a blame on anybody or speculate something. That's what my dad said we need to say. So we're not right. So we're not doing that at any store. We're just interpreting what we heard and giving our opinion. So we'll get the truth. Well, maybe, because gosh, we might get the truth some other time. So anyway, heard about the baby, read up on the story at work, and my thoughts were, well, I heard about 1 a.m. They're getting groceries. They live in an apartment complex, and you know, apartment complexes are pretty busy. And they're in Clarkston, which Clarkston is not like a horrible area, but you know, it's DeKalb. So 50-50, rolling the dice. So it's DeKalb. May God be with you. But yeah, so it's that. Then they say, like, when I watch the story, it's like, okay, the girl says her and the baby daddy, I guess, or somebody, they take the groceries up, but they also take up their nephew.
But you leave that other baby in
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, huh? So why does one get picked up and the other one doesn't? Why are we picking up the 3-year-old? How old was the little baby?
1.
Why? Okay, so now that's even worse because the nephew was 3. They could walk. Technically, but they said they were carrying the 3-year-old and their hands were full or whatever, so they were gonna come back for him. But just in my mind, even though I don't have a kid, we don't have no kids, so we don't know. But what I hear about parenthood or just being a parent, you're very overprotective, like you're super protective of your child, and you're not gonna be doing. I don't think you're going to make a dumb decision. I feel like you're going to always put your child first if you are the typical parent with a bond with your baby. So I just feel like you said, I'm getting both of the kids first. And it's 2021. Why are we still leaving babies in the car with keys? I'm just still trying to figure that out because and just like with people leaving their laptops on the back seat and then be trying to boo-hoo cry because their car got broken into. Baby, you left your car got broken into? Girl, shut up. I'm just, well.
That's what you was talking about.
No, I'm not.
Who else car got broken into?
On the news. They say that on the news all the time.
Got stolen.
Yes, they say that on the news all the time. They be like, people laptops getting stolen. They be like, put your laptop in the trunk. Like, duh. Why are you leaving stuff on your back seat anyway? Windows tinted or not, put everything in your trunk. That's why when people be having a messy car, I'm like, baby, your car look like a Target. You an easy lick right here.
I'm screaming.
Like, put all your stuff in the trunk. Even because if they break in your car, they gonna have to pop the trunk. I mean, I get it. Like, that's still like, okay, they can still get in my trunk. But if you don't have stuff laying out, you're less liable to get broken into. But anyway, y'all go off with y'all little philosophies. But that's why I can't be no target. I can't be no victim. I swear, I be like, this is why certain stuff just don't happen to me, because people be picking and choosing who to be doing stuff to. They can tell who weak and who not, and who gonna give them a little fight and who not. So I'm sorry I kind of veered off the topic, but you get what I'm saying. Why are you leaving your keys in the car with a baby? Even if the engine wasn't running, the keys right there, it ain't gonna take nothing for me to just hop in and go room and crank it off, especially if I'm watching you.
Right.
So, have you seen the dad? My parents were talking about that. They were like, y'all saw the daddy? And my mom was like, they showed his arm with tattoos.
Bye.
I was like, and then my dad was like, sound like they paying somebody back. Or it was some type of collection.
It sounded like an inside job for real.
It did. And that's why my parents were like, they just felt like something didn't go right.
Yeah.
Because it got so much more traction. I don't think they thought it was going to be this big of a deal.
Right.
I think they thought it was just going to be like, okay, Amber Alert, nothing happened. But I mean, hello, you got a baby. People care about kids.
Right.
People don't care if a 1-year-old is missing. Like, huh?
Yeah. I found it really strange. Like, okay, they found the car a mile down the road. Then they found the baby at somebody's house, like
Some
12
woman
miles
porch.
away. I said that's either whoever, baby daddy, boyfriend, whatever, whoever took that car, they dropped that baby off at their mama house because that don't make no sense to me. Like how he just wind up at somebody's house. Then the lady said she didn't know what was going on.
Right.
Everybody got that Amber Alert. Everybody knew that this baby was missing. What do you mean you didn't know what was going on? It's all over the news. The FBI is at your house picking up this baby and you all confused. That story is not gonna last for a long time, sweetie. Like, definitely felt like that was an inside job.
Something weird is going on for sure with that, but all in all, a lesson.
Pause, I'm sorry.
Right.
And then the mom, she on the TV, not sympathetic, not
That's what
crying.
people were saying.
Yeah, like she's like, bring my baby back. Like, and then the auntie's like, we're not gonna press any charges. We just want my nephew back home safe and sound. If that was my kid, I would have been in the back somewhere laying out on the floor. Where is my child? I would not be able to talk to no news press, no nothing. I would be screaming on the floor. Where is my child? Crying. You know how when you had to caption words on TV and it'd be like, cannot describe what is being said. Like that was gonna be me in the back.
Inaudible.
Yeah, me in the back screaming because where is my child? Like
I was reading comments about that too, and they were just like, wow, she's not showing any type of sympathy. Like there's no tears. They're like, we get that some parents aren't as sympathetic or nurturing as others, and she might be having a hard time demonstrating that. But some people are still just like, I don't care. Like, this is my baby. I'm finna act the fool. I'm about to go war. I'm about to really be wilding out because this my kid and this is something serious. So, I mean, it just goes to show, like, something is definitely up. I don't think the story that we're being told is true at all. I think there's definitely more to the story. I don't know if we're going to get the truth, like I said, because it just got so bad. Like, this is actually kind of embarrassing. Because I feel like when we find out the truth, we're going to be like, WTF.
Yeah. And I wouldn't be surprised if the story ended. If we did get the truth, I wouldn't be surprised if the story ended up with the mom being arrested.
Oh, definitely. Well, people are kind of like, they feel like child service is not going to do nothing because I guess they gave up on them. But they need to step in because something is clearly not right. Like, you left your baby in the parking lot of an apartment at 1 a.m. There could have been a shootout.
I think the FBI is definitely gonna look into it, especially because the FBI had to get involved. Like, I don't think they just gonna let that go.
You think it got anything to do with drugs?
I don't know. I just know that was an inside job.
Why is the daddy not on camera?
Why his arm in the camera?
Why we see his tattoos? Like, what?
He probably didn't want nobody to see him because maybe the person that came and took the baby, if they see him on the news, they would have been like, what's T?
Right.
I don't know though.
It's all crazy. It's just really strange. So,
like, Blaze, you need to be in another home, sweetie. That is just not sounding right to me at all.
Well, by the time we make the next video, we'll let y'all know. Well, y'all probably would know, but we'll still update y'all just because, you know, maybe you don't live in Georgia and maybe you're just, you know, you stumbled onto this video and you're just like, what is going on?
And thank you for coming.
I know, right? Welcome.
I look like a creep, but
no, you don't. So, going into the next topic about parenting skills, of course, we have to tap on to the Travis Scott concert. That was insane. First of all, if you know anybody who was there or, you know, maybe you were there, you know, we are with y'all. Our hearts go out to y'all. And I'm sorry for your loss. That's sad. Why you cut your eyes at me? Oh, it looked like you cut your eyes.
No, sorry.
Brittany's not feeling sorry for y'all. So
No, I was listening to the end of the sentence. I didn't know what you were gonna say. That's why I was like,
oh, I'm just saying, like, you know, I feel sorry because people dead ass died. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it's like nothing else. Like, some story came out. I think one of the girls was like 20 or something. It was her first ever concert, and she died. Oh no, it was her first ever concert. She died at it.
That's just ridiculous.
That is like insane. You wouldn't even think something like that would happen, but I'll talk about whatever I want to say later. Anywho, so yeah, to tie it in, there was a 9-year-old there, and he was on his daddy's shoulders, and he fell back and got into the pit and was one of the people that was trampled. And I think let me not lie, I don't know if he's paralyzed or if he passed away.
Last I saw, he was in a medically induced coma, or he was in a coma or something.
Okay. I keep mixing him up with another person who got paralyzed some years ago at a Travis Scott concert, and he's suing.
Well, so this a pattern.
And that's what I was gonna say, and that's why I'm gonna tie it into this. So I saw different perspectives. One, it's a 9-year-old at Travis Scott concert.
Yeah.
So first of all, this 9-year-old cannot buy a ticket on his own. It's a his own. He has to ask his parent. So as a parent, I would assume remember, I'm not no mama. I'm nobody parent. I would just assume we gonna do some research. We're gonna see what these little concerts be looking like. We're gonna listen to what this music be sounding like. Cause you 9. I know music is really different from when we were 9, but like rap is more prominent than when we were growing up. I think pop was more of the thing. So now it's rap, and rap is very much vulgar and lots of cursing and descriptive things. So
you think that it was the 9-year-old that wanted to go?
You don't think the 9-year-old wanted to go? You think the 9-year-old was dragged there? Oh my Lord.
I think.
Oh Lord.
That's what I was thinking. Like, some of them kids that was there, them young kids, I'm like, I don't think they were asking to go to a Travis Scott concert. But what do I
think
know?
about his influence though.
I mean,
he had his little meal. He was the first one with a McDonald's meal. Then he had like his stuff is so hard to get. It's so exclusive. It's kind of like a Kanye thing. And you could really relate them, like, especially with their connection to the Kardashians. It's like they got with them and their brand. Yes, they start kind of being crazy, but like their brand skyrocketed, especially Travis Scott's, because, you know, we heard Travis Scott here and there, but nobody really was like checking for him. Nobody really cared. I mean, we knew he dated Rihanna back in the past. I mean, like, ew, he's ugly. Like, why is she with him? But Rihanna got a history of doing that. Anyway, so let me stop. I love Riri. Go Navy. But yeah, so he dated her, and then he dated Justine Skye or whatever. And then he got with Kylie. And so now he's just like a big brand, and his clothes are real cool, like especially in like skater community. Very much, you know, like that alternative sector. And, you know, he likes raging. He always is just spitting out rage. We like to party. We like mosh pit. We like chaos. Basically is what his music says too. We like chaos. We like it to be rowdy. If it ain't rowdy, that ain't my type of speed. So, you know, I feel like the music very much lays it on the table what to expect at his concert. You're gonna get hyped. There's like an energy that is gonna get you up. So I just feel like as a parent you should be researching that and seeing if it's safe for someone 9 to be there. If it's a place where you don't have seats, no. If it's a place where you're standing, no. Because I was gonna say unless it's like the Lakewood Amphitheater, because it's like grass. But I still don't even know with that, because it could get so packed that maybe something could happen. But usually when I see people there, it seems like they're pretty spaced out. But I feel like if you have a young person with you, you need to have a chair. You need to be wherever Kylie and her pregnant butt was at, okay? Talking about something. I didn't know any commotion was going on. Girl, in your whole Instagram video, there's an ambulance right there. You mean, so you record and you didn't even see the ambulance wheeling in the crowd? You thought that was a prop? You thought, oh my gosh, Travis is just so creative. He got paramedics out here for fun.
Of course she gonna say that because she don't want him to get in no trouble, but it's too late. He already in a deep amount of trouble.
Literally all of them speaking out and getting chopped and screwed back out. Like, nobody is here for what they got to say because they're really trying to sit there and act like they didn't know what was going on. Child, shut the heck up. Y'all just had a mass sacrifice and y'all know it, and I don't want to hear about it. That's really how I feel. It was a mass sacrifice, and now I'm just curious to see how his career is going to go from here. Like, it's crazy because usually when you do a sacrifice, like if you study any type of conspiracy theories with the music industry or look into any of that, you would know that usually there's like, I mean, look at Megan Thee Stallion. Usually there, I'm sorry, but for real, usually there's some type of like ritual that takes place or some type of sacrificing, and then the artist blows up. Now, why Travis would be doing that, in my opinion, I really don't know, because I feel like he's already pretty much big. Like, he gets paid. So, I don't know why he would need to have another one, but maybe he's trying to reach some super, super top level, being greedy. And that's when everybody always get in trouble, being greedy. But anywho, yeah, like, all of the signs are just there. So, anyway, him doing the sacrifice, I just want to see how it's going to go, because usually you level up, but he's being dropped from shows. He's getting super amounts of lawsuits, and
last time I looked it was 46.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
And the last time Mallory told me he dead serious got arrested off of the stage. Like, they had to arrest him on site.
That's
because I think it was the person who got paralyzed. Something happened. Basically, at his shows, people literally leave injured, like damaged, and they're always suing. And it's just like, why hasn't he had a consent form start being signed to come to this place? So just for his own sake, I mean, come on.
You purchase your ticket, you have to sign something, e-signature or something, stating that you read the literally that little code at the bottom, that you read and you consent to this concert. And
I mean, come on. Chris wasn't thinking that fast. Like, come on now.
And that's crazy, because I want to see how she gonna deal with this, because I'm like, is Kylie gonna stay with that new baby? Like, what's gonna happen? He's getting sued. Like, is he not gonna have any more money? Is Chris gonna tell Kylie, you need to leave him, we need to get a new man?
Well, you know they don't care. All they want is all their babies by the same person. They already made that clear. And you know I watched all the episodes read back, so I even heard from her mouth, all y'all babies need to be by the same man.
That's what she said?
Yeah, not multiple baby daddies. Y'all only can have one. That's why when they talking about what's her name? Courtney having a baby with Travis Barker. I'm going to be very surprised to see that.
She too.
Unless they get married. I think that's what...
Well, I mean, they are getting married, but...
We'll see.
You don't think they were getting married?
I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. Their relationship weird to me. Their relationship weird.
Oh,
they act like 12.
Oh, Courtney's weird, so...
They just give me middle school couple vibes. And they're just always all over each other. And that's fine. Like, everybody's relationship is different. But it's just like... Okay, girl, you got like you ain't never been in a relationship for. Like, this is just, to me, it's like the biggest slap in the face for Scott. Especially because he dead serious, like, proposed to her multiple times. And she always said she didn't want to get married. She just wanted to have babies. Now, all of a sudden, you want to get married? I don't know.
I like Scott.
Maybe it take a certain person. Well, I don't like him anymore. I used to, but I think he's on some hardcore drugs. Because why is he always in and out of rehab? It can't be alcohol. And then you check yourself out of rehab because you got spotted going to rehab. You're on something hard. Because, then you dating all these young girls. You're sick. You got a little problem. They get younger and younger by the day.
Me next. I'm just gonna...
Girl, you over 18. You too marinated by now.
I'm screaming.
You need to be turning right at 18 and he in there.
What about if I tell him I'm 16?
Y'all keep it on DL. Y'all see. But... yes, anywho, I just don't understand why there were children there, and it was dangerous, and why a parent would even agree to that or sign off on that or just even allow their kid to go. Like, dropping your kid off at that, it just looked like it would be crazy. But like I said, we don't have no kids. What do we know?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
I thought the whole situation was crazy. Like, I had never known anything about Travis Scott concerts, and then I start seeing that. And then, you know, I thought it was just going to be like a one and done type of thing with the story. But then every day, like updates. And I'm like, oh, wow, this is crazy. Then they're counting like more and more people that are dying. Then more and more lawsuits are being added on. I'm like, this is something serious. Then I'm seeing that little, the Astro World picture compared to that demonic picture. And then, you know, people having something to say about that, explaining the differences or the similarities in the pictures and all this stuff like that. And I'm like, this sounds like some crazy stuff right here.
And you want to know what else was crazy? The promo leading up to the actual concert was like little signs saying that something bad was going to happen. So first of all, before the concert, Travis Scott released 2 new songs, which I haven't listened to still because I don't know what they're going to be saying. But he released 2 new songs, and the cover of it is like a news article saying something. Let me try to pull up. Oh, here my little train to Chicago.
Are you riding a train?
Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Sorry, you guys. But it's like a newspaper, and it says something. It says something like, here it is. The Truth, Weekly World Truth, the True, what is that? Dystopia? I don't know how to say that. Dystopia is here. When the end arrives, it's really the beginning. Who knows what lies beneath the surface? And like the picture is just really creepy.
Somebody yelling.
Yeah, it's like somebody screaming with like these sharp teeth.
And these ears.
Like
these
a vampire.
ears.
Don't they look like a vampire maybe? Maybe it's a vampire. But yeah, so the part where it says the end arrives and it's really the beginning. Like and Courtney and I were just talking about this today, like the death card when doing like tarot. It basically means like, you know, when something ends, there's something new. Like, it's like a rebirth, kind of. When one goes out, a new comes in. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, what does that necessarily mean? What does that mean you had to have all those people die? Now, then, there was this other poster for the promo saying, like, the lineup. And the image is, like, a vortex. And you see these objects being sucked into the vortex. And then there's, like, these hands with the eyeball. And it says, people were talking about like how the Astro World, there's like a little hypnosis, and they're trying to hypnotize you or whatever, which I feel like that's kind of like granted. Like, I feel like he used it for, you know, aesthetic reasons, but I feel like that kind of makes sense because these people like to follow him and they very much idolize him, kind of like how they do with Kanye. Like, we all know he's insane, but yet people are just so obsessed with him because the amount of people that went to his little pop-up concert was, I thought that was very surprising.
That stadium was packed.
Multiple times.
All them days, exactly.
And then in the other cities too. Like, y'all steady saying Kanye is this, that, and the third, but y'all are obsessed with him. So, yeah, and then there's like these people walking through these doors, like following each other. It's just weird. It says, open your eyes to a whole new universe. It was just weird. Like, these are kind of like, what is it called? I guess like foreshadowing. It was like kind of giving you a foreshadow of what was going to happen. And I thought it was very coincidental that SZA wasn't there. She was sick.
My girl knows in her spirit and in the aura and everything.
I think so.
She knew.
And somebody that I follow, they mentioned how the dude that passed away, what was his name? XXX Extension. He was saying, what? That's not how you say it?
But continue.
How do you say it?
It's like
Oh, child. Okay, XXX, honey. Triple X. That's what we gonna call him. But strike. What was that show that do that? America's Got Talent. Oh, X Factor.
No, I'm a liar.
What were you gonna say?
You right. It was America's Got Talent. I was gonna say X Factor, but X Factor. Oh no, I'm thinking about Fear Factor. I don't know what X Factor is, but continue.
It was with Simon.
Yeah, that's America's Got Talent.
No.
Yes, it is.
Well, he started X Factor too, though.
Oh, I don't even know what X
Factor
is.
Well, they all be on everything.
I didn't know what X Factor was. I was just.
It was a talent competition, kind of like America's Idol. That was his spinoff.
Oh, okay.
His solo thing. But anyway, golly jeepers, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Mr. Triple X. He has said that I didn't do any research, but they mentioned that he claimed that whenever something bad happens, Drake be around. And Drake was very much at this. And him and Travis were going hard talking about whatever they were saying with the sicko mode. There was something specific they were saying. I can't recall. I'm sorry, y'all. It's been a long week. And this whole story in itself is like draining and it's like really exhausting because it's just so sad. Like it's just crazy to think. You know, you go to a concert trying to have fun and then
you die.
Right, or people around you are dying. Like when the people who were making videos and like describing it and they were saying how many dead bodies they saw. I just know that's really traumatizing. Like you have to be traumatized. Just like the little boy or whatever who is being on trial right now for killing those people.
That was doing them crocodile tears or whatever. He
didn't cry nothing. Yeah, he just was contorting his face up. No tears even dropped. But even with him, yeah, he committed that crime or whatever, and he's trying to act like it's not bothering him. But he's so young. I know that that's bothering him. Like, he killed 2 people. There's no way he is fine with that. I know it's probably eating him up when he goes back to his cell. Even though he wasn't, like, crying or anything, like, he was struggling. I don't think he's living that well. Like, if anything, I feel like he's probably going to take himself out. Because I just don't think so. I don't know. But anyway, those people were saying like how it was just so many people who passed. And that's why when they were posting saying 8 people died, I'm like, well, by the videos I'm hearing, it sounds like way more than 8 people. I think y'all need to get back out there and do a head count. Because I don't think it's 8 people. It sounds like it's burrows of people. It sounds like it's big barrels full of folk. They kept saying paramedics trying to help somebody, they wasn't responsive, they had to move to the next person. It sounded like an assembly line. That's how bad it was. I'm like, y'all need to release the official head count of how many people actually passed away, because y'all cap.
But the thing that I can respect coming from this is that other artists that had concerts or whatever after the fact, they have been stopping their concerts to check on their audience members. But I kind of don't like how it took this to happen for them to do that. Like, I'm wondering if they've ever seen fans or whatever in the audience that have passed out and have continued to sing or rap or whatever.
More than likely.
So why does this trigger you to want to all of a sudden be a good person and check on the people or whatever? But I'm glad that you guys are stopping your shows and checking on people. Really appreciate it.
You know, something bad always has to happen before people take things seriously. Except for with Black Lives Matter and police brutality. Nobody cares about that, you know?
Yeah. And I want to know how long they're going to keep that up for. Because this might have just been just for this week or just for this past or upcoming week thing. Like, are people going to continue to do things like that? Or is it just because it's in the spotlight right now?
Well, I feel like also it depends on the type of concert, because I feel like not everybody's concert is rowdy. I feel like when you're at those festivals, let's say like Rolling Loud or Coachella, then for me, something like that, my mind, that's why when people always talk about like, oh, you want to go Rolling Loud, you want to do this, I always say no, because that's just not the type of environment I want to be in. I know, first of all, I don't like people. Y'all be stinking. So I don't want to be in a big crowd of stinky people and they're constantly pushing, they're stepping on me. We got body sweat on each other. Like, why I got 8 different people sweat on me and I don't even know where my sweat is. And just like spit and loud. I just, everybody on drugs, they out of their mind. I'm just not trying to deal with that. I'm really not. Oh yeah, they was injecting people with drugs.
At the Travis concert?
Yes, one of the security guards was injected in the neck with something.
He was injected, or he was injecting people?
He was injected. The security guard. He was being treated. And the police actually confirmed it. They were like, yeah, he's being treated right now. He got stuck in the neck with something.
This just sounds like a whole bunch of mess.
Did you see the freaking promo?
I've been there before.
Did you see the advertisement?
No, I did not.
Brittany, I just you
saw that?
The poster.
I thought you were talking about like a video or something.
No, I'm sorry. But the poster I pulled up, it just looked like
some mess.
Get ready for a new universe. When the end happens, it's a new what? I'm not coming now. That just sounds like something crazy about to happen. But yeah, guys, All I can say is, you know, we had a battle for spiritual warfare. Just make sure you prayed up. For sure. Every day. Everywhere you go. Even in the safest place, where you think you safe.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be prayed up. Because everybody out here is like really on something. Like, wow, crazy, evil. That's why I really just don't even be trying to be with folk. Like, I'm trying to be in my house. Because,
I don't know where I be.
In the bed. That's where I be now, too.
Don't nobody have time for that, honey.
I don't have the energy either. Like, there's just only a certain amount of stuff I can put up with, and I just can't put up with it. Like, maybe when I was younger, yeah, but now I'm older, and I'm just grandma. That's why I'm not move. I'm moving to another state. I can't. I'm tired of the traffic. Like, why me going from my job to the wax place, which is probably, what? Me going from my job to the wax place took 30 minutes.
How far is it?
Not far at all. Probably less than 5 miles. That's a problem.
We overpopulated.
Yep, and I'm ready to leave. I need to go somewhere else. Get some new scenery.
And it's crazy though, because it's only around like 5, 6 o'clock. That's when it get crazy.
Really? It's crazy all day for me.
Oh, it don't be crazy for me.
Everywhere I go, it is like insane.
I'm so sorry.
Me too. That's okay though. I'll be out of here soon. Then we'll do virtual show. Toot toot beep beep. Who you gonna clap back at this week?
Girl, I'm clapping back at my teacher this week because
It's been your teacher the past month.
it's a different teacher. Well, I've clapped back at him before, but I clapped back at who did I clap back at last week? Oh, the rude girl.
Oh, you did. Okay. Never mind then.
I can't remember, but yeah, I've clapped back at him before. This is the teacher that like to try to give homework as we're walking out the door.
Oh yeah.
So basically, we got a project or whatever to do that is due this coming Friday. And he just gave us that project like 2 weeks ago. And apparently we were supposed to have been working on it like the whole semester, I guess. And so this week now we're in class and he's adding more onto the project. And I'm like, okay, so we already don't know what we're doing for real for the project. Then you're adding more on. He wants us to make like a 1 to 2 page handout to give to our classmates. Then he wants us to take like quizzes after each presentation to see if we were paying attention.
That's a lot.
But then he asked us if we wanted that to be like, no, he asked us if we wanted to do that, and we like, no, and then he's still like, well, basically y'all gonna do that anyway, so I'm like, I don't want to do that. So now we have to take a quiz, and we have to make a handout on top of that stupid extensive presentation, and I already don't like public speech, so now I gotta present again in front of more people.
Oh, Brittany, she got this. Y'all comment some love. Send my girl some love.
No. So yeah, that's what I'm clapping back at my teacher, girl. Who you clapping back at this week?
Girl, I don't even know. Like, who I'm clap back at? I'm not prepared. I ain't clapping back at nobody. I'm gonna clap back at that damn fire alarm for going off like that. Even though I kind of figured it was gonna go off, because I was like, okay, we're doing fire training, the fire alarm gonna go off. Still wasn't prepared. So I'm clapping back at that because don't be doing that.
I'm also clapping back at Blaze's parents. Because something not right.
We coming back at all you I'm gonna call y'all deadbeats, but just people who ain't using their brains, because why in the world, why, like, I just don't know what's going on in your brain to make you think that is even a bit of acceptable. Like, certain stuff just don't add up. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not leaving my baby in no dang on apartment complex parking lot at 1 a.m. Like, that's just insane. Girl, where you was coming from, because it's 1 a.m. Y'all done skirt on the plug. Y'all done ran off on the plug twice.
And the plug followed y'all.
Right, and the plug came and said, give me the baby.
Period.
I'm driving my little mama house.
And I was praying so hard that they found that baby alive.
Me too.
But
I was so nervous.
I feel like if he was dead, like, it would not have been an inside job? I don't.
Of course not, because that's like, whoa, like the baby whole dead, unless they want to get rid of him.
Yeah.
Because she's not sympathetic.
Yeah. Because I was like, oh my God, Lord, please do not let whoever has this baby to like have a hardened heart and like, you know, try to dispose of the baby. Like, please don't let them bring themselves to do that.
Right.
And because it's crazy how a lot of people that end up missing here, they do not be found alive.
Yeah, they're always dead somewhere.
That was another thing that kind of made me like, that's not right. Even though I wanted him to be found alive and stuff like that. It's just like a lot of people who've been abducted have not been found alive.
Yeah, and that's really sad.
Mm-hmm.
So I get so scared when I see somebody missing.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I do know who I'm going to clap back at. I'm going to clap back at both of the trials that's going on right now for Ahmaud Arbery and for the Kenosha people, because it's just crazy how they're trying to make what these people did, which were very much wrong, and everybody who has common sense knows that what these people did was dead serious wrong, and there was no justifying what these people did, that the court is really trying to paint these people as victims. It's just sick. Mm-hmm. And it's just really an eye-opener, and I just really want people to realize where we stand in this country. Like, this is the big slap in the face. This really just shows, like, at the end of the day, the white man gonna be right. Mm-hmm. The white man is right, and we're wrong, and nobody else makes sense. And when the white man does something wrong, it's not wrong, because what they did was justified and it made sense. Because I'm freaking sorry, even the white dude, he killed white folk, and they still trying to clear him. That's like just wow for me.
And that's another reason why I felt like I couldn't be a lawyer, because how do you defend people that
are dead ass wrong?
Yeah, that's so weird to me. Like, I would have to be, I don't want to say offense lawyer, but like, I could not be a defense attorney, because he did it.
I know. I'd be sitting there like, dang, he wrong as hell.
Right.
I just do the bare minimum. I wanted to be a lawyer so bad, but I thought about that too. But I think I wanted to be more so for like artists. I wanted to be like an entertainment lawyer, because that would have been a little bit better. Even though I knew he did a wrong, at least it was just for like some little drugs or something. Or he just popped somebody real quick, but it was self-defense. Not me being like down, but you know what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Regardless, it's just sad to see. And I really hope these people on the Ahmaud Arbery case don't get off. Mm-mm. I hope this little boy don't get off. I need punishment. People need to start being punished. Like, we're not dumb. We have the internet. We have our own brains. I know y'all trying to brainwash us slowly and conform us to new ways of society, because that's what we're really in right now. Like, we're in a big shift. Like, if you just have not taken notice to everything that's going on. And that's why people kind of don't believe that COVID was real, because it's a transition. Like, we ended a decade, and now we're in a new decade, and now they want everything to be completely different. They want to make you okay with certain stuff that shouldn't be okay. Mm-hmm. They want to make you stop using cash. Like, cash is obsolete. We're only doing electronic. We want to just be in control of everything going on, and we're just going to shift the basic way of life, because that's where we're headed now. But I'm sorry, to me though, I just feel like right is right and wrong is wrong, and you can't justify wrong. Mm-mm. And that's where I'm going to leave it.
Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in this week. We hope that you like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube, and subscribe to our podcast, available on all listening platforms. Don't forget to follow our Instagram page at No, it did not.
It's still recording.
Oh. All right.
You got that low power.
Don't forget to follow our Instagram page at theclapbackcc. Follow me on Instagram, Camille_loves, and follow Carmen, car.xo. Have a positive week. And be kind. Bye, guys.